Yo guys, what is going on? It's Lukey here and welcome back to another video. So in today's video we're going to be focusing on the XM4 and why I believe this is by far one of the best close range weapons you can be using inside of Warzone. If you guys enjoy this video, make sure to go ahead and subscribe for more content and make sure to turn those notifications on. I upload videos like this every single day, so you guys don't want to miss out on them. So after the most recent updates, there's been a lot of changes and there's been a huge shift to the meta on what people are using. A lot of people are a little bit confused as well on what to use, but trust me, if you guys use this XM4 class, you guys are gonna absolutely love it. This at the moment is my personal favorite XM4 class in the entire game. Literally, like, out of any weapon right now, this is my number one go-to close range weapon. Now, it is a close range weapon, but it still does shred at long and medium range as well, if you guys can control the recoil. Not everyone is very good at controlling recoil, so it might be a little bit more difficult for you guys, but I'm a very experienced Call of Duty player, so I can control the recoil very easily. Anyway, so without further ado, let's go ahead and get into the class setup, which is the main reason you guys are here. Now, I'm going to be giving you guys a few little changes and a few class setups that you can use depending on what you guys want. So, the first class is going to be the class setup that I personally use and I think is the best, but I will be giving you guys some different changes that you can make. If you try this class setup out, maybe the accuracy isn't good enough for you, or maybe you know, you want a bit more mobility, etc. I will go ahead and show you guys what to do. So this is the class setup. As you guys can see, this is what I use. So we've got the agency, task force, we got the microflex raider, and we've got the 45 mags. Now, the agency is obviously must needed because it takes you off the minimap, lowers the recoil, etc, etc. We've got the task force, which increases the strafe speed and the damage range, etc. We've got the mag, we've got the sight, and we got the raider pad. A foregrip is not needed in my opinion because I can control the recoil very easily on this weapon, and to be fair, Cold War weapons don't really have that much recoil. Now, if you guys want to, you can actually have more mobility, so I would probably recommend you guys using this class if you played Rebirth. So if you played Verdansk, I would recommend the agency suppressor, but if you were to play Rebirth, because it is more of a close range map, I would recommend you guys switching it up to the suppressor instead. Now, this is completely up to you. Like I said, the agency is more of a Verdansk kind of attachment because it increases that range, it lowers the recoil, etc. But if you guys want that extra mobility, so you can actually make this class even faster than what it already is if you stick on the normal suppressor. So with the normal suppressor, like I said, the mobility is basically going to go up higher, so it depends what you want. If you want mobility, use the suppressor. If you guys want a bit more range and a little bit more accuracy, use the agency suppressor. They're both great attachments. I would recommend the suppressor for the Rebirth playlist, and then for the bigger map, the Verdansk map, use the agency suppressor instead. Now, if you use this class and you struggle with the accuracy, then that is because of the task force barrel. As you can see, it does increase the recoil, it does increase the vertical and the horizontal recoil, so if you guys want to, you can take off the task force barrel and stick on the heavy barrel instead. The heavy barrel is going to reduce the recoil by quite a lot, and it's going to make it a lot more accurate. So if you guys do struggle with the task force barrel, go ahead and use the reinforced heavy instead. Whilst you use the reinforced heavy as well, partner that with the agency suppressor and you guys are going to be beaming. Like I said, it does not need a underbarrel. There is no point in using an underbarrel on this weapon, so don't use one because there's literally no point. Underbarrels also increase your mobility by quite a lot, so this isn't really going to be needed. Now, as you guys can see, with the class setup that I personally use, which is the first class setup I showed, you guys can easily just fry everyone in your lobby. It's got great accuracy, great range, great mobility, which is the most important thing in the game at the moment. As you guys know, at the moment, like, the meta in Warzone is mobility, strafe speed, and overall just movement speed. Movement speed and movement in general is the #1 most important thing in Warzone. So at the moment, that is why you're probably seeing a lot of people using a high mobility assault rifle with an SMG, etc, etc. Hopefully you guys use this class and like it. If you do, let me know and subscribe for more. Peace.